of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the power play. Up to 2,000x, no matter your play. PrizePicks is a great way to put your takes to the test. Download the PrizePicks app today and use the code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
94.1 FM, San Antonio's Sports Center.
Spurs are in action tonight after their dominating opening win against the Mavericks on Wednesday as they're in New Orleans to take on the Pelicans. Tip-off is set for 7. It'll be televised on KENS. Dallas Cowboys head to Denver to take on the Broncos. 3:25 kick, a game you can catch right here starting at 2:30 with the pregame. No Trayvon Diggs. The Houston Texans will be without Nico Collins when they take on the San Francisco 49ers at noon on Sunday.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
That ball is history! A walk-off home run!
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge.
Welcome into Extra Innings with Pledger right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I am James Pledger. Thanks for joining me, however you may be joining me, whether that's 94.1 on your FM dial, if you happen to be locked in listening live at sasportstar.com via our AA Best Bail Bonds audio vault, or if you're watching on YouTube, that's right, we stream all of our shows on YouTube, whether it's the Morning Huddle from 6 to 10, the Blitz from 2 to 6, or right here on Extra Innings with Pledger. We got you covered. Just go to YouTube, search SA Sports Star, go ahead and like, subscribe while you're there. You're able to comment along with the show as it happens, or feel free to call in the old-fashioned way, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Of course, it's Friday, and you know what that means, whether Rob's there or not. Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer joins the show, and it's always a good time with Schotty in tow in the mornings, and they were getting ready for what Schotty called a house of horrors to the Schottenheimer family name, Denver, as they get ready to take on the Broncos.
I'll start with your team. What did you like about what your team was doing, particularly on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, I think it was a great day for our defense. I think that they kind of put it all together. It started with communication, if I'm being honest with you, AJ. I mean, the communication was outstanding, and I think, again, people kind of chuckle about that, like, oh, come on, Shotty, like, really, communication, like, it's really that hard, but it is. And, because it's got to be, all 11 guys have to hear it because it affects so many people. So I thought we communicated well. I thought we had a really good plan going in to stop the run game. They have a really, very diverse rushing attack. They were top 4 or 5, I think, in the league in rushing because, of their ability to use Jaden Daniels and all that. And I thought we had a really good plan for that. It showed up well. I thought we tackled well. And then, again, we were able to create some pressure and basically play some stickier coverage. And, I get asked all the time and have gotten asked over the last couple of weeks, deservedly so, about man-to-man. But, part of the thing was, the reason we played so much man-to-man is we obviously want to play man. We have man, but that's kind of what, we saw on the film that gave Washington the most issues. But really, really pleased with the overall effort. And then the play style just jumped off the film. I mean, these guys played hard, and it was so cool to see guys like Jadeveon Clowney show up, Deron Bland to get his pick 6, which we all know what he's capable of. Marquise Bell, I thought, played outstanding, covering some of their tight ends. And just overall, very, very good day for the defense, and one that was good for our confidence.
Well, Coach, I want to show off the prep that I did for this interview. So if you've got your pen ready, write this down.
Got it. I'm ready.
Bo Nix this season, 4.9 yards per drop back against zone coverage, 6.2 yards per drop back against man coverage. So just throwing that out
All
there.
right, well, I got to go change the game plan, guys. All that man-to-man, you guys want to see. Let me go get Flus.
Now you tell him, hey, man, back to the drawing board, buddy. Your old stuff is going to work here.
Yeah, no question. We didn't know that, guys. I mean, we don't have access to those numbers.
No.
Can you guys send us your subscription numbers so we can make sure we get that analytics stuff?
Yeah, little known fact. Coach only learns these things when guys like me tell him. I'm the real football man here. The real football man.
Hey, it's not just that, guys. It's Taylor Swift's new album dropped a couple weeks ago. I didn't know that. You guys are just a plethora of knowledge for me. This is great.
I'm a Renaissance man, Coach. I also bake. I don't know if you know that. I might have.
Oh, yeah.
I'll send you some cookies. I am a baker.
Yeah, he does do good cookies.
Yeah,
I love cookies. Send them my way. I'll tear into them.
Dak. Another great game for Dak. Dak is now in the discussion where if you guys can win enough football games, statistically, Dak is going to be in the MVP conversation. What has Dak done this season that has gone above and beyond what you've seen in the past from him? Because clearly the results are top level.
Well, I always go back, and it's probably boring, but like just the confidence that he's playing with, man. I mean, and when I say confidence, I'm not just talking about the decisions that he's making and where he's throwing the ball. I think it's the confidence in his back foot and how firm he's playing off of his back foot as a quarterback guy and a quarterback junkie. We've done a really good job from day one when we kind of got here and hired the staff and got Clayton Adams in place and Steve Shimko became the quarterback coach. Like there was a big emphasis on adjusting some things with Dak's footwork and you guys know Dak, but like he was all in, man. He's like, yep, I'm good. I'll try anything. I want to be coached. I want to be developed, and it's really cool for me to see some of the footwork training and things that we call him shimmy, our quarterback coach has done. That really, where Dak's playing with a little bit of a wider base, playing with his cleats in the ground a little bit more. But all those things are very, very important to a quarterback's consistency. And that's what Dak's playing with right now is great consistency. And he's very comfortable with the scheme. And then, of course, when you've got good players, man, he'll tell you. He'll be the first to tell you. When you've got good players, it definitely helps because there's certain times where we're up there to formation and let's say it's, 2 by 2, and he's like, okay, I can look right and see, oh, there's CeeDee Lamb. And he's like, let me peek over here. What's going on? Oh, there's George Pickens. And by the way, there's, Javonte Williams behind me and Fergie and Turp and guys like that. That breeds confidence, man, and he's playing with a ton of it.
The reality is when you play Denver, as great as CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens are, one of them is probably going to be at least on paper game planned out because the Broncos do have arguably the best corner in the world playing for their team. How valuable is it now that you've got so many weapons to spread the ball around to when you play against a team like Denver who has a shutdown corner that you don't have to just be married to one guy all week in game? Like you've got enough guys that you can spread the ball around to.
Yeah, it's huge, man. It really is because, quite honestly, we do figure he will match one of the two guys. I'm not sure who they'll match him on, but we do figure they will match Patrick on one of the two guys. And again, we still, love our guys, and our guys will always drive, where we throw the ball, more than anybody on defense. But I will say this, Patrick is, he's definitely in the discussion to be the best that I've seen. And I love his poise, man. I mean, whether it's at the line of scrimmage, whether it's deep down the field, his poise is amazing. He doesn't panic. You can tell that football's been in his blood his entire life, and he's a great weapon for them to have as well.
If you still got your pen around, the Broncos play the most man coverage of anybody in the league. Dak, 7.9 yards per drop back against man, 5.6 yards per drop back against zone. So this might be a good chance for Dak to have a big day. I'm not telling you how to do your job,
Why did you tell them that? Why did you? Now Sean Payton's there. He's got his notebook out and he's writing down everything you're saying.
Sean Payton won't. Sean Payton refuses to listen to this show. He's got a bounty out on me, and
oh my God, I'm not touching that one. That came from Edwin. I know that one came from Edwin.
That was an Edwin zinger. Yeah, this is me, Rob Thompson, talking to Coach Schottenheimer.
Yeah, there you go. Poor guy. He's not even in the building to defend himself.
Don't say poor guy. You know where he is? He's hunting dove this morning. Don't say poor guy. Don't feel bad for him. We're here busting our ass, Coach, while you and I are working class and Rob's out there hunting birds.
We're committed to the grind, man. We're committed to the grind.
That's right. Talk about listen, I know your family. I would imagine you have got a family history of hating the Denver Broncos. I know I would if I was in your family. Talk a little bit about an opportunity now, being the head man, to go to their building and maybe get a win over that franchise.
I get asked about that a lot this week, as you can understand. To say, the 1986 and 1987 were tough years around the Schottenheimer and Cleveland Brown family because you have two of the more memorable things in NFL playoff history: the drive and the fumble. But I was telling somebody earlier today, I actually grew up. I was a huge John Elway fan, and he had a lot more talent than I did, that's for sure. But I loved it. But Denver's an incredible place. People don't know this. I was born in Denver, so my dad was actually in between playing and coaching, and he decided he was going to become a real estate mogul. So he moved to Denver, and that's actually where I was born. And it was one of the situations where this is a great story. It was a Monday night, and my mom was ready to have me, and he was watching a Monday night game, and she kind of was in a panic, said, "Honey, I think my water just broke." And he goes, "Can you wait till halftime?" He's like, "No." What that is a football coach for you. "Okay, honey, I hear you, but can you wait till halftime? It's like midway through the second quarter." She's like, "No, we're going to the hospital." So I'm a big Denver guy. I love the mountains, but it's a tough place to play. And I told our guys, I said, it's one of the coolest environments in the league, man. It's going to be loud, and they've got their thing when you throw an incompletion. They do the incomplete, and I've heard that a lot in my career. So hopefully not as much this weekend.
Brian Schottenheimer with AJ Hoffman this morning on the Morning Huddle, as they are every Friday morning, brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds. Of course, he joined via the Buyers Barricades guest line. They provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond, online at buyersbarricades.com. And if you want to catch the full interview with Brian Schottenheimer, be sure to check it out in our audio vault powered by A Best Bail Bonds at sasportstar.com. When we come back, Spurs got a game tonight against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Do they continue their hot start? What say you? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
Working from home, you realize you don't have enough outlets or USB ports. Hill Electric can fix that for you. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. From adding an outlet, fixing that fuse that always blows, or that flickering light, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com.
We've reached that time of year, boys and girls. The NBA is upon us, and there's no better way to get in on the action than with Underdog. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, they are back. And playing on Underdog is so easy. You just pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. Points, rebounds, steals, blocks. You get your picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. I'm going to be looking at the Spurs early on, and I'm going with Victor Wembanyama, big man himself. Let's go higher on his block. I think it's a great way to start things off. Download the app today. Use promo code ALAMO. That's ALAMO, and you'll score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play for just $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
It's Extra Innings with Pledger on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
I'm sinking. All-time lows coming to the Tech Support Center on Sunday. I will be at that show. Excited for it. The San Antonio Spurs are coming home to play a 1 o'clock game on Sunday, but tonight they are in New Orleans to take on Zion Williamson and the Pelicans. Earlier today, the Blitz, Jason and Joe, talking about what kind of start after seeing that first game the Spurs could actually get off to.
Did you see that one photo? And I'm not sure which play it was because it's social media, but apparently Mark Cuban was sitting there with his mouth agape, just amazed at what he was watching.
Dude, we all were. I know,
but we're not all Mark Cuban.
Well, that's true. We were all watching that. I was watching that game with, just in awe of what he was doing. And it's going to be hard to duplicate that performance, obviously. It was just a spectacular performance. But if Victor Wembanyama is going to play that way, and he does that consistently, this is going to be a difficult team to beat.
Absolutely. Now, again, no De'Aaron Fox, no Jeremy Sohan, no Kelly Olynyk. And for New Orleans, obviously no DeJounte Murray or Kevon Looney. I really wish we were seeing a little bit of DeJounte just to see his career get back on track. And I'm curious, and obviously I've got high school football tonight, so it's all about the highlights. But the slim down Ozempic version of Zion, and what does that actually do for his game, and how good does Zion look is one of the curiosity factors if I'm looking at the Pelicans.
Yeah, I think that'll be important to see. And look, I think it's got to help him that he's lost the weight. That's going to just be better for him physically, his knees, everything. So I expect Zion. He's a talented dude. He's just hadn't been able to get over that eating thing, and it's just too much weight, and then that causes injuries. And I say that in a joking way, but halfway serious. It's true, and that's what's caused some of his problems. Without that, I think we'll finally see what we've always wanted to see from that guy.
It almost feels like, and again, it's early, but the light bulb went off for him, and the realization that his at once promising, incredible NBA career might end.
Yeah.
And it's a maturity level, it's a new dedication, a mindset, whatever it is. But it will be interesting to see what he's able to do. It's almost like Luka, this offseason, and after being told he was too fat to stay in Dallas and he gets traded, and in different mindset, for different players at different times, that light bulb goes off. Can he actually has he learned how to be a pro? And at least this offseason, coming into the season, he spent his offseason being a pro.
He certainly did, and it's going to be a good game tonight. I think the Spurs are a slight favorite. 3.5 is what I saw early on. Don't know if that's changed or not because, I'm not gambling on the NBA right now. But it should be interesting to see what takes place tonight. I just want the Spurs to be able to follow that up. And along with Wemby, he's going to be good, and he will put up the numbers and the gaudy numbers that make us say wow. But the development of a Dylan Harper and also Steph Castle and how they go, and how does Devin Vassell fit in as we move forward, and a lot of things to look at on this team. And I think they've really got the makeup of a roster that can be a pain in the butt in the Western Conference. And I say that because there's a lot of good teams in the Western Conference, but the Spurs have the ability and the opportunity now to really, show folks the way and show what they can do.
It's I'm with you. As excited as I was with what I saw on Wednesday night, and not just Wemby, because, he just wowed everything. But the way Steph Castle played, the way Devin Vassell played, just the team defense, the embrace the boring, what was it in the midcourt? The
dismantle in the half
court. How do they follow that up? And if they lay an egg tonight, was Wednesday a mirage? If they play close to what they did on Wednesday, then you're really like, all right, we've got something. This is going to be incredible,
dude. I honestly believe it's going to be very difficult for Wemby, I think, to live up to what he did in Game 1.
Well, sure.
Again, when you're judging Victor Wembanyama in his game, what is good? 25, 15, and 5, 30, 15, and 5. I don't know where we're going to judge this young man, but I think he's going to put up those kinds of numbers, I think, game in and game out. The 40-point nights are going to come, but consistently, I just don't see that. But again, I don't think they're going to need him to necessarily. He's going to lead the way, and he's going to be the focal point. But I think you've got some scores in Castle. I think you've got some scores. If Dylan Harper improves, what I saw from him the other night in his limited minutes, he didn't play a lot. I think he played 16 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. It wasn't a whole heck of a lot. And I think Mitch Johnson will continue to ease him in like that. But he's got some moves and some athletic ability that's impressive.
And that's the main thing is it looks like people also know their roles. Devin Vassell didn't force anything. It didn't look like he was trying to take over. And Wemby, while it may not be 40, I do believe can score like that at any point in time when he needs to take over. And that's going to be extremely, extremely interesting. We've got high school football coming up for you next as our Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC high school football game of the week, energized by Hill Electric, is Harlan and Taft. It was a 7:30 kick. It has been moved up to 7 o'clock to beat the weather. And Jason Minix and Nick Solis will have the call for you coming up. Have a great weekend, everybody. Don't forget to call your loved ones, check on them. You never know what people are going through in life. And the simple, hey, how you doing, could change everything for them. Until then, we'll see you on Monday, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000,